Hello, my gorgeous Taurus. How are you doing? I hope you are good and well. Please do hit that like and subscribe for me. And now let's dive into your energy, okay? We are going to look at the subconscious, deep diving into your psyche today. And the first cards that are coming out before we go in with the tarot is finance and the arts. Now, this is a really, really sexy vibration because I'm looking at 6696 from the numbers that have come out, and that's how they've come out in sequence, okay? So you could also potentially go to Joanne Scribes and find out what that means specifically. But me personally, when I look at that vibration, the 66 speaks about healing and the 96 speaks about forgiveness. But when we combine them all together, we are looking at a real transmutation of anything low vibrational. And we're looking at you really speaking up. Both cards are blue with a little bit of purple in them. So I'm talking about your ability to level up from the throat chakra to the third eye. That's a very important level of evolution for you, okay? I want to speak about financial struggles from the past as well, and I really want to talk about how that's been a real burden on your shoulders, but that's healing now. I see how you've gone on an independent journey to heal your pentacles, to heal your finances and get in a better place, a more harmonious financial situation. The reason that you were struggling financially is because you weren't incorporating your arts into your material world. What I can really see standing out to me is hardworking Taurus. Taurus is the most hardworking earth sign for me. Yeah, earth signs full stop are the hard-working, real meticulous go-getters out in nature doing the material thing. Majority of Tauruses that I know are incredibly hard-working and real pillars in society across many different fields, really corporate as well at times. So with that in mind, I can see how easily you can get wrapped up into a financial gain mentality and lose the arts. And right next to the finance coming out here is the arts. The creative card sitting right next to the third eye, and it's letting me know that for a period of time your vision was blocked and you weren't really able to see the importance of your craft, your arts, your, I want to say hocus pocus, to be honest, because if you're over here on my channel, then more than likely you're spiritual, and bringing your spiritual craft into your material world isn't always an easy thing to do. Bringing your spiritual beliefs, your I want to say your gung-ho spirit for creativity, weird way to look at that, but for all of you guys, you could be digital artists, content creators, have a unique spiritual belief, have a activist bone in your body, standing up for black rights, LGBTQ, for a specific community group. You have niche ideas and things that you're into, and you never really brought that in line with your creativity, yeah? Because you're grounded in the financial market, grounded in finance and accruing wealth in a very specific way. So with all of that energy, it gives me Atlantis energy more than anything, because the Atlantis card's out. So when I speak about Atlantis energy, it talks about what really does or doesn't exist underneath that water. Was Atlantis a real place, right? We can only think, did dragons really exist? Did unicorns ever exist? Do you get what I mean? Like, it's all the mythology of it all, yeah? And I feel like when you're so material, right, you could be a CEO, COO, CFO, CTO, all of those kind of labels here, yeah? Corporate heavy over here with all this coin, and it's really working to the bone, but all your mythology is sitting on the shelf. Next to that, I've got the biblical card out, and I've got a man carving symbols into some wood, right, or into some stone. So it's giving me Akashic records, it's giving me symbolism and loads of different architecture and stuff like that, and artifacts from the past. It's kind of like you've put a lot of your true purpose on the shelf so much coming to me, guys. I'm just trying to work through it. Loads of different names and ideologies of coins and money and shillings and change and copper and metal and brass. loads of that kind of ideology coming, because it's talking so much to me about the evolution of money, right? But it's talking to me about evolution of money from the start of time for you, right? Trying to make sure I don't lose the thread of what I'm talking about here, because I could really go left and start talking about cryptocurrency, but we're not doing that today. Go to Her Tech for that content, people. Her Tech is linked at the top of this page. But I don't see all of you guys in that sector, but I see all of you guys working at your first job, your second job, trying to make more money here, trying to make more money there, improving your salary, investing in stuff, getting your name on a mortgage, getting your name on a house, leveling up in your career, investing in this. And it's just you're working your way up from nothing to something. Then I keep getting shillings as well, which is like nothing, like valuing the value of a shilling. Do you get what I mean? Like the need for that increase in value. And I'm getting from brass to coin to copper to what we have now in coin form, which is all digital now as well. It's the evolution of your financial wealth that has always been twice removed from the arts and crafts of who you are and what your soul truly longs for and craves. And I feel like you've had to forgive yourself a lot for that. Yeah, it's gorgeous reading, may I add, as well, because I can see that at the end of the day, wherever you're at in your life right now, it's because you've had faith. It's because you have trust and faith in spirit, because the trust and faith card's out with the archangel energy again. So I get archangels coming through, loads of different archangels here, passed on loved ones as well, supporting you in spirit, a real white light around you, white lighter energy. You could be identified as a light worker or a white lighter, yeah? At the end of the day, your vibration has been able to stay grounded through all of this, even though your true art form, your spiritual worship, your spiritual relationship has been in the background. You've still managed to make it to the third eye now, where you can bring your arts and crafts to the forefront. Really interesting read. And I keep saying arts and crafts, and I don't mean arts and crafts at all, I'm sorry. But it's different for all of you guys. The art also doesn't even sound right when I say it. It's what you believe in. It's your creative flair. Do you get what I mean? It's your content creation. I mean, go and look at my website and go and look at all the other things that I do. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. It's different content. It's different ideas. It's all of this stuff, you know? It's all the stuff that you love the most. Everything that makes you you. And so many of us, all of our lives have been trained to establish wealth, get our money up, get our coin up. No one is teaching future generations of people, especially through mainstream education, to go out there and follow the destiny within, to follow your arts, to follow your third eye, follow your vision, follow your dreams, believe in unicorns, believe in the infinite. Imagine we really told children to believe in unicorns. I feel like we'll have a lot more unicorn businesses around fucking town at least. Yeah? Because that same unicorn metaphor can translate into billions and billions of pounds, because a unicorn business is a fucking unicorn business. So we should be teaching people to believe in unicorns. But once again, no, we're going to teach you to understand the pay scale and the salaries. And we'll be happy for you to start off on 23k, to be honest. 18k? Well done for your first job. Why not? Why not take a bit of 18k to start? So you've been going from 18k to 23k to 34k to 46k, and you're sitting at 46k. You're like, okay, now I need to get to 48k, 50k. Oh, can I make it to 150k? In this lifetime, if you're following that niche model with your salary, I mean, how far are we going to go? How much does the fucking Prime Minister make? How much does some of the top earners in the world make from all of this? 60k at that. 160k at that, at a push. So what else are we doing? We've got to incorporate our arts. We've got to incorporate other elements of self and who we are and what we're really into, to get to not even more money, because I don't care about money. I scream this all the time, and I like to think that you're in the same vibration of the attachment isn't materialism and wealth and abundance, but it is loving what you do so vigorously, being so in love with the arts and your craft. Let's say your art and your craft, right? that you can't help but accrue wealth. You can't help but have more finance. All of this coin, all of this money, all of this abundance can't help but come to you because you are living in that unicorn vibration. That billion dollar, billion pound vibration is a natural testament to you because of your arts and your craft. That's the point here. So I see a lot of increase in wealth and abundance, provided that you can really start using your third eye in a more meticulous way now, Taurus. So let me go in with the tarot, yeah? Shit, man. First card out, Wheel of Fortune. Woo! It's not, woo! When the Wheel of Fortune jumps out by itself with no other cards and I'm still shuffling and nothing else is coming out, we may stop. Woo! Everything I just said comes out with a Wheel of Fortune. Destiny, baby. Don't play games with a Wheel of Fortune in a spread like this. I think nothing's coming. Look, nothing's coming. That's it, we're done. Let me tell you about that Wheel of Fortune a little bit more then. How incredible. Also, the bottom of the deck, there's a baby there. Interesting. Because I saw that when it first came out and I said, okay, I don't want to ignore that because that looks hella interesting. And to me, it looked like a new baby, a new birth. So sometimes I talk about babies and new and stuff like that and pregnancy, but really we can ground that in the very simple ideology of a new idea, a new seed. Some people's baby is their craft, their design. Like, my business is my baby. Do you get what I mean? Like, I have 2 babies now. I have 2 babies incorporated. So I'm really a proud mother. I also have 2 cats. They are my cat babies as well. So I am a mother of 4 at this time. Actually, I do have a snail, actually, as well, which I love very much. I'm a mother of 5 at this time, people. Okay, it's hard work. It's a hard fucking job, okay? So at the end of the day, whatever your baby is for you, boy, is it really looking really good, right? I don't know how to even phrase that, because for some of you guys, this baby is on the way. This baby isn't born yet. This baby's coming in. This baby's coming to fruition. At the end of the day, there is this real development and growth in you, because now you've shifted from a throat chakra vibration, fucking hard. Sorry, I should have screamed to high heavens, because I've spoken on this channel many a times before about how difficult it is to move from the throat chakra to the third eye. The most difficult chakra journey for me personally over the last 7 years of ascension studying chakra philosophy has been the journey from the throat to the third eye. Because I noticed so many people, this could even be a Taurus reading, I said it in the past. Go back and watch the Taurus reads, I think you'll find some resonance. I think I said it to the Taurus as well. I said, it's fair enough moving from the root all the way up to the throat. I said most people in this lifetime will only ever bounce back from the throat chakra back down to the heart, back down to the solar, back down to the sacral, back down to the root. And they'll keep bouncing between those lower chakras up and down, again. They have no idea how to transmute all of those chakras into the third eye and then take it to the crown. No idea. That takes a real fucking awakening. That's why we've only got Wheel of Fortune out. Because this is a big bad boy blood clot energy you can't fuck with. Ain't no light work over here. Even though I called you a light worker and you potentially are one. But it wasn't light, yeah? How dare we go around calling people light workers when that was not light work to get where you are, yeah? It was far from light work. There's a hell of a lot of shadow work, a hell of a lot of dark work there. That's why I started calling myself an ecological warrior. I started calling myself a dark worker, a dark lighter. I don't know. I was making up new words because I needed something to be more realistic of what it really meant to go through ascension to this degree. Because I can see that you've traveled through that. And your destiny is afoot, as it always is. But in the now moment, the fact that you've moved to the third eye, let me tell you, all I need to let you know now moving forward is you best fucking action that shit. Every time you have a vision, every time you have a prophecy, every time you have an idea, every time you see something in the mind's eye, dream or vision, action that shit, motherfucker. Action that shit. Sorry to swear, but that's the only way I can get it out clean as day. You have to action it. Don't sit around on your laurels playing games anymore. The moment you see it, action it. Speak on it and take action, because that way you're securing your destiny in the now moment. Every time you don't speak on it, it falls back down the chakra line. The moment you speak on it into existence, you share it with others, you turn it into something creative, you run it through the arts, you craft it, then straight away you're already up to the third eye, and only above that's the crown. Once you hit the third eye, there ain't nowhere left to go, because you can't deny the third eye. The third eye is so profound, so perpetuating, right, in relation to the rest of your chakras, that you can't do nothing but see. As a clairvoyant, I can't even put into words. You can hear it in my tone of voice how serious it is when you see through the third eye. The only reason I'm as far as I'm at in my journey spiritually and in my life overall is because the third eye was so perpetuating. I couldn't turn it off. I couldn't look away. It would not let me stop seeing. So when you see so clearly and intently all the time, you have to action it. You have to take it on board. You have to do what it says. What you say. You have to do what you see. You have to action what you see. And the more that you do that, you realize joy surrounds you more and more. That throat, that crown chakra, which is the epitome of joy, is just circling around you more and more. Then you've got that chi all around you. Then you are literally your own planet, with that whole proxy of your fucking cranium on light. Yeah, looking like Saturn. Your whole head's looking like Saturn, because you've got that whole fucking outer ring just orbiting around you. That's the fucking crown chakra, lit up and truly aligned to the rest of your chakras. Someone's mastered the chakra journey here, really. But there's a lot of speaking you've got to do. There's a lot of actioning you've got to do. There's a lot of crafting you've got to do. And you've got to understand the best way to present your art to the rest of the world in line with your finances. Looks like you've already got financial backing. Looks like you're already in a really good financial position. You could be worrying about financial positioning, because when you start carving out this new life for yourself, if there is an element of mystery and light work and also angels, all this angelic stuff, then, I mean, I don't see it here, but I do see how often pentacles could be related to fears about the materialism. Like, certain people don't want to be too activisty or talk too much about black rights. If you're in a white dominant environment, you don't want to talk about spirituality and religion and stuff like that in certain fields, because you're going to get looked at or shunned, or might not get the funding or backing. But you've got to do what's right for you, right? And that's the last thing I'll leave with you with. I'll encourage you once again to go and look at my website, because I feel like it's a prime example of going in a really niche direction business-wise and still saying, fuck it, this is what I believe in, this is what I stand for. I'm very, very spiritual. I do a lot of different stuff. You can look at my different YouTubes and see the different conversations I have, the different kind of content I create. And the truth of the matter is, if I chose to just focus on the finance, I would never be able to create all the things that I've created. I swear I'm opinionated, but I'm still talking about government, and I'm having serious government conversations and debates. And no, I'm not going to back down and get in my box and behave like the rest of them, because actually I've got a third eye, and it's on and it's open and it's wide awake, and I know exactly what I need to do for myself in this lifetime, because it brings me joy. And I know when I'm acting in this way, all my chakras are lit up. And my philosophy and belief system in this lifetime is that once all my chakras are lit up, I'm doing the right thing by everyone. Not just me. It's never just about me. Even if it is self-love, it's never just about me. It's about being aligned for the betterment of humanity. So as I continue to light up all of my chakras and stay aligned and action that and craft in line with my true purpose, the pentacles will fall into place. The finances will fall into place. And although it may be scary and there may be mythology and spirituality and angels and Daleks, I'm getting in my head, galactic quantum energy attached to it, you're still allowed to be who you are. So take your awkward niche out there constructs and still make a way to make a living off it, because you're going to have a much better lifestyle and career when all of that can be merged into one gorgeous ball of chi, you know, that is self-sustaining as well, you know. So I hope that finds you well, and I'm sending you so much love and light, guys, and I'll be back soon with more.
Spaceman, I always wanted you to go to spaceman.